Though we press onward, my mind is still ablaze, and as I look behind me, less and less I see. Less friends, less answers, and most importantly, less to worry about, and more to be concerned about. Not my greatest opening line, but you know what? I think that's okay. No worries, Tony. You did great. You did great with our offline stuff. Good enough. That's good. Hello, everybody. So on the Twitch side of things, good evening to Quirthan, Centurion, and Taboni, as well as Spectre. Welcome on in, y'all. As per usual, we do want to wait for the free folks on Twitch side. Yeah. As soon as it's approved. Doesn't look like it just yet. As soon as it's added to the emo list, we have a brand new emote, by the way. Wow Skull. That's on the way. It's been uploaded, and it's pending approval via Twitch. Taboni has once again come through and added another emote for y'all to use. A skull with little sparkly eyes. Should be fun. Should be fun to use. There it is! Yeah! Just in the nick of time. Alright, go make your food now. Go make your food. Go take care of yourself. And soon enough, when we reach 3,000 hours, assuming I don't get bonked for all the copyrighted shit that I've done, we will have this emote and many more on the YouTube side of things. But we need more watch hours, so, yeah. Any YouTube lurkers out there, we do appreciate y'all as well. But, we got 1 minute before we can do our usual rigmarole, but how are y'all doing, those who can hear me? Tony's already said she's going through a bit. Gonna go get food. That's fine. I made progress. I've made a lot of progress today, amongst other things. I did have to do some house chores. I had to work on Olympia stuff, which I can safely say is pretty much complete. I just have to run a test, and I'll be able to submit it as one of my tasks done. And then I can focus on horse racing, which is weird to say, and my own stuff for a while. Today's stream might go a little short, even though I was really late. Hello, B! Because as you can hear, my voice might be dying a bit. For some reason, I think I feel like a sore throat is coming on. I don't feel 100% in the voice box, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine as the stream goes on. I'll just stay hydrated. Might have been from all the screaming during Dark Souls yesterday, not gonna lie. Alright, the Twitch community is back online, and now we can go ahead and start with our usual introductions. So, for those who may not know the skeleton that streams before you today, I'm Detective Ricky T. Bones. Dead man detective, designated citizen who watches over Gehenna, and of course, your local bone man who enjoys entertaining y'all. How y'all doing? I hope you're surviving, B. Amongst all the shit you've been putting up with, I hope you're surviving. As always, folks, we do appreciate any lurkers around in the Twitch side of things, and the YouTube side of things, any likes given, any new subscribers or followers we might receive this stream, and of course, just you for being here, watching the VOD. Thank you very much. We are playing more Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Yippee! I get to destroy my voice more by voicing characters well out of my range. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get used to it eventually. Or my voice will give out, one of the two. I'm not sure which. But aside from what's going on today... Hey, Requelmed! Big dub for a 5-stream streak. How's it going? Going good, honestly. I've been taking better care of myself, I think. I did some laundry. I cleaned out my sheets. So I don't feel like I'm resting in my own despair as I lay down on the bed, exhausted. I'm going to probably now I'm going to do some more testing later on tonight, but today I got a lot done with tasks regarding VLympia, an organization I'm a part of. So yeah, today's been productive. Today's been productive for once, I'd have to say. Healthy? Can a dead man really be healthy if he's dead all the time? I don't know. Anyway, yes, I'm taking good care of myself. I do see some DMs. Non-essential. Excuse me, I need to actually respond to this appropriately. Where is the one GIF I use for every single conversation with this man? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. What's up, B? Was your manager pissed about all the cheese you had to throw out? Because if so, damn them. Damn them for taking the cheese aside over your well-being. That is not okay. Thank you, B, for the 850 biddies. Okay. I appreciate it. I guess you got paid, huh? I guess you got paid. Good for you. Good for you. I hope you put... thank you. Just thank you. Thank you. Don't add on into it. Don't say you could have spent that somewhere else. Just say thank you, Bone Man. This all goes to a good cause, which is to say, for the future. You get paid till Thursday. B! Well, I don't know. I guess thank you. Just thank you for this. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now make sure to take care of yourself until payday, yeah? Got 2 more days to survive. But let's see. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Oh my god, the city of Duolum has me by the neck now. I had the extra. That's what I thought, yeah. You have that extra at the end of the week, so you felt like being generous. Thank you very much. Brand new character drops. They did a whole bunch of free draws. I got Clive. And I'm addicted to playing Balthier. He's a lot more fun than I thought he was gonna be. And every time I run around as him, I just have a good time. He's a low engagement kind of character. Like, he doesn't get in the thick of things. He assists players. As long as he's not the focal points, he gets shit done, and he can deal out a heavy ton of damage, which I don't know if Tony's here, but they finally did a balancing patch on all the characters, and Cloud, Tony's main, got a straight nerf, reducing his attack multiplier by 5 points. Ooh, which makes Onion Knights the best combatant in the game at level 9. I kind of love it. I kind of love that silly idea. Wait, no, he's at 75. No, he's at 1.5 combat efficiency or attack bonus. Anyway, point being, I'm itching to play more Final Fantasy Dissidia Duellum later, but I have been under a bunch of work. I think the only reason I had time to do it today was because there's this auto mode that really allows you to do single player content. I recommend only single player content because if people do that online, I'm pissed. Because the AI tracking is not that great. But I have been doing that while I'm doing testing for mods and such. And you know what? It's a great way to rack up crystals. It's a great way to rack up crystals to get more abilities and such. Anyway, nerd shit aside. Nerd shit aside that nobody understands. My friend compliments your voice, Sir Bones. Is it weird to say that I don't think my voice is unique? Maybe it's just because I grew up around too many other Hispanics who also had bedraggled voices like this. But thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate compliments on stuff that's out of my control. And if my voice sounds nice, yippee. I think it sounds, I don't know. I listened to it and I think it might sound grating to some. To me. But if somebody else likes it, yay. Yay. That's one less worry I have to worry about. Excuse me. Let's see, is there anything else? Get a great voice detective bones. Thank you, Centurion. Babe, I appreciate the compliment. Let's see. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh, yeah! With the impending doom of May on the horizon. So, okay. Cool beans, first off. I have a thematic week coming up. And y'all are gonna like it or dislike it, but I think it's probably the most popular series on this channel at this point. And second, I think I'm gonna have to go guerrilla with my streams next week, depending on how Olympia scheduling works. There's gonna be a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, and I'm gonna need to take care of it because I'm gonna be a responsible representative of Team Funny Bones. So I'm either thinking I do a lax schedule next week, depending on whether or not we figure out what to do regarding practices, or I'm going to go guerrilla and not put up a stream schedule for next week. If that happens, what I'm basically going to do is try to plan stuff at least 2 days in advance and not the same day. What about Mouse PI? Yeah. So all of our existing series are going to be put on pause for next week as I acclimate to whatever Olympia has me do. So that means that some series might get put on hold for a week, but the big thing we're going to do next week is we're going to do Oops All Dark Souls. I know our detective fiends out here are excited to see more Mouse PI. Some people want to see more Pokemon Leaf Green. But with some things coming up, I would like my comfort food game by my side. And we're so close to finishing that series. So close to starting Skyward Sword that I want to push to finish it. And I want to do endurance, and I don't want to like lose my muscle memory when it comes to Dark Souls. So all next week, whenever I have time, and not every single day, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. And then we'll be back on schedule the week following with whatever time I have in between practices. And then, once Olympia hits, I will not be streaming. So I can focus on last minute practice, which is around June 10th, by the way. Not the first week of June, the second week of June, more or less. June 10th to the 17th, I think is correct. Let me double check what that is. I'm the one who put together the promo documents, so I should be able to find it easy. There we go. I-1A. Uno minuto. So, from June 5th, my mistake, to June 19th, I will be focusing hardcore on making sure Olympia goes off without a hitch. So, keep that in mind. I will not be streaming, but I will be promoting on the YouTube channel, YouTube community page, and through my own Discord, which a lot of you are already part of. Thank you very much for joining Hoto Calaveras. I will be promoting that through social media, my Discord, and the YouTube community posts with links where you can find myself and the other Olympia presenters. What's the word I'm looking for? Hosting our events. So that's upcoming. June 5th to June 19th, your boy Bones ain't gonna be streaming to focus on that. And then all throughout May and before then, I will be relatively spotty, maybe only 2 to 3 streams a week, depending on how busy we get with practice. So, I just want to take this seriously. I want to make sure that this Olympia goes as well as it can with my assistance. And if I get more time to stream, I get more time to stream. But I'm gonna try and not burn myself out if I can help it. So yeah, that's my main concern, is like too much to do and only one man to do it. Well, too much to commit to and only one me to commit with. So I gotta worry about that. But for now, let's keep trucking. Let's see what May brings. And I hope we continue to have fun, even though I'm gonna be busy as hell. But for sure, I want to play through more of Mouse PI. I want to play through more of Pokemon Leaf Green. I've got my grind going on. Oh my god. I completely forgot to mention this the last stream. We'll get started with the game right after this. I caught my Pikachu after I killed the first Pikachu I saw. And then I got a shiny Rattata. I've never had a shiny, aside from a long time ago with a red Gyarados. I don't know how rare that is, but you know what? I consider myself fairly lucky. Fairly lucky that I got that. But, we'll see it next time we play. So don't worry, those streams aren't going anywhere anytime soon. But it's also going to be a while before we come back to them. But rest assured, I do want to come back to them. Mouse PI for sure is high priority. What else do we have? We have Mouse PI, we have Urban Myth, we have Leaf Green, and we have a fourth one, maybe? Maybe only 3. Maybe only 3 at the time. And Dark Souls, obviously. There might be more, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Also, don't forget, folks, coming up Saturday, 9:15 p.m., me and Doug are going to be speedrunning for charity. General Andrew's Dream Races are a speedrunning charity event that goes on for 2 days. You can find General Andrews over on Twitch. It'll be this weekend, Friday and Saturday, I believe. And all the details have been made in a community post a while ago, so be sure to check that out. And if you feel like it, throw some dosh to the charity, and you'll get to screw with Doug's run. You just have to figure out how to do so. I don't remember exactly how, but you can donate to change which character to randomize Doug's character, if I recall correctly. That's how he likes to do it. But me, I will be unaffected. Sorry to say. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the game before we waste any more time. Alright, now the Cliff's Notes of the recap. If this is your first time watching Urban Myth Dissolution Center, this is your only and biggest spoiler warning for the first 2 or 3 cases. Urban Myth Dissolution Center is a wonderful visual novel that deserves a start-to-finish kind of read-through. If this is your kind of game, this is your last warning to get out now before we begin. With all that being said, let me struggle to remember exactly what the hell has happened in this game thus far, now that we're 7 parts in? I don't know. Something like that. Alright, so, to recount. We are Azumi. We are gifted with something called clairvoyance. We are now under the employ of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center after getting entrapped with a cursed chair that was supposed to kill us. But the director was smart about it and said, there's a way to cure yourself, don't worry, just look around my office. And using clairvoyance, we figured out exactly where to go. The cursed chair of NTR. Hey, oh, Sky, what's good? Oh, God. The cursed chair, a.k.a. the NTR chair, a.k.a. the CUCK chair. Ugh. Every motel has one, as they say. Anyway. So, Azumi, figuring out that the chair may have a pinprick point of some kind, she breaks it apart and destroys it. Excuse me. Putting herself in debt to Meguria, the director whom you see right here. Strange fellow. Can see into... He can, in a way, project his consciousness into other places and see many things, which he uses to keep an eye on his agents in the field. Had to cancel today due to spotty internet, but we got alcohol poisoning instead. Ooh. Excited to steal some stars tomorrow. Yeah. Finally, you, I, Anna, and Phantom are going to be on the same screen after so long. What was it? The last time we collabed together was the tournament, wasn't it? Or Duck Duck Goose, maybe? I forget which one was the most recent. But it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since you, I, Anna, and Phantom have done anything together. Maybe. I am also joining Phantom's Goose Goose Duck event this weekend as well. So you'll have 2 chances to embrace the Bone Man with a deadly crush. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Anyway, so that's how we became part of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And our partner in crime is Jasmine, who is tough, no nonsense, and has understood the director of a bit more than us. Let me show my love. Yeah, you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance. Slice me, shoot me, place me in your belly. I'm not sure which. Don't worry about it. It's all part of Goose Goose Duck's mechanics. Don't worry about it. So that brought us to case number 1. Case number 1... They might have, yeah. YouTube's weird like that. Even with zero filter, even with zero content filter, shit just gets blocked by YouTube all the time. So case number 1 saw us helping a girl who was being stalked by somebody in a hoodie with an axe and a grin the size of Kentucky. Creature was identified later as the man under the bed. And the man under the bed is a vicious killer, sometimes the ghost of a serial killer, who waits under your bed until the stark of night and then comes out and waits for you to wake up. If you wake up, if you see it, that's it, you're dead. And that's what our friend Mio thought she had. What it was in reality was a mousetrap problem. Her older acquaintance wanted to ensnare her into a group of escorts for older gentlemen. I say gentlemen, but I paraphrase there at best. Essentially, it was a escort for young girls for older guys. And the way she was going to ensnare her was scaring the bejesus out of her and forcing her to move into a, I want to say, apartment complex where she could not hope to pay the bills, and therefore require a loan, and therefore require entrapment, and therefore require paying off, and therefore requiring escort services to pay it off. Schemy. But we proved that she had hired help to hide in Mio's walls, in her ceiling rather, and try to scare her out of her room. It got pretty scary, but the worst part about it was that Mio figured it out the second we did, and almost killed her friend and the hired help. But we stepped in just in the nick of time and ensured that she didn't go to jail for murder charges. The second case saw us going to investigate Bloody Mary, of all things. Bloody Mary sighted on a VTuber's live stream. Her face was in the fogged pane glass behind him, or so it seemed, when in fact the camera was pointed at a mirror. And the mirror showed Bloody Mary. But some things didn't add up. Namely, the location. Tamaki Flats and I think Tanuki Flats were the 2 areas of interest. We were investigating Tamaki Flats, And we heard tell that a woman murdered her lover in Tanuki Flats. Kinoko-san kept trying to make more and more evidence that the ghost was there, even going so far as to scare us silly. But every time we tried to chase down what the exact story was, we kept going different places, different ways, different details, until we realized at the very end, when we met the victim's father, that there had been 2 murders at similarly named places, and the lead we had been following was incorrect. We had been following a lead on a poor girl who took her own life after taking somebody else's. In fact, it was a coworker. The lover! That killer was never caught. That killer was never caught. And so, we discovered just in the nick of time that turning things around 180, we discovered the true culprit behind Bloody Mary was the original murderer of the lover who got away with it. The weapon of choice was not a knife, as we had originally thought. It was a shard of glass that was embedded in the glass mirror shown in the live stream. Hence, why the killer wanted to be right back where she was, to destroy the mirror and destroy all evidence she committed the crime. So, with that taken care of, and with Kinoko-san disproven yet again, and discredited for that matter, tried to scare us twice and Jasmine frickin' drop-kicked him, we move on to case 3, but with 2 caveats. Number 1, during the second case, we came in contact with a cryptid known as the Man in Black. A human-like creature that seems to be wearing a dapper suit all the time, but has different motives behind following us. Welcome back, Tony. The second thing is that after the first case, we received a token, of ill omen, towards a dark future of end times, in the form of playing cards, trading cards even. We're not exactly sure what they mean, but they seem to follow us to every location we investigate. Not Yu-Gi-Oh cards, thankfully, no. I forget what they are called, but they were called something in particular, and they're being tracked by a conspiracy group that I've forgotten the name of. Now, the third thing is that the second case showed us a sneak peek that somebody is operating behind the scenes, sees what we're doing, and has started a countdown timer to Doomsday online. People are concerned about it, people are fanatical about it, but there's nothing we can do about it. Ah, that's a shame, Centurion. Enjoy the VOD over on YouTube if you can. Hello, Cloth. Good evening. I hope you have a lovely evening, Centurion. Thank you for dropping by. Now, just double checking some DMs, non-consequential. Cool. Done. What else was I gonna say? That is another ping, non-essential. Okay, cool. Sorry. So, that brings us to case number 3. We are investigating a murder mystery tour, which has reported to have disappearances of patrons over the last few tours. Strangest things about this tour are that nobody goes without being invited, people go missing, and some say it's because the tour is linked to the underworld. I've just been kicking my rear. My condolences. And as we've gone through this murder mystery tour, we have found out it is centered around an individual who is linked to research researching the occult, researching the worlds beyond, researching links to the underworld. And he supposedly murdered a man in a park and only left one note with him. And I don't remember what that word is, but snakes have been a big part of this. Snakes have been a big part, and now everybody on this tour is linked somehow to each other, and especially to the murder mystery we are exploring. But even though it started out innocently around Ueno Park, a well-known occult site, things got more and more personal as time went on. There was, at first, just looking around for numbers. Then there was a shrine to look for a note to the next area. Now, we find ourselves underground, having taken a interdimensional elevator, quote-unquote. We seem to have gone straight to the bottom floor. And we don't know a way back up. And we lost one person. We're worried about them, but we continue to solve put the puzzle pieces together. And unfortunately, as we continued solving problems and finding out that everybody has a same memento coin from a shrine, a particular shrine, they continue going poof. We've lost two more after this. I believe it was the guide, Jasmine, and an occult expert, aka otaku, some might say. And now it is just myself, a gas mask man, and a rather large individual who is not happy to be with us right now. So we find ourselves in a underground metro, abandoned by our friends, surrounded by flammable gases, which means we cannot light anything, we cannot use any flashlights because ours are dead, and we are stranded with only more puzzles to solve and more answers, more answers needed. So, I think I've done a good job of recapping. I think I've missed some details. If you do not know where we're at this point, you're welcome to go look at the archive on YouTube and catch yourself up that way before the next part. All that being said, it's time to resume Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Let's go. Okay. So we're lost. We're having problems. We're thankfully not breathing in noxious fumes, but let's have a look around. There are stairs on the other side of these metal shutters. We might be able to reach the surface through there. Okay, let's push. I should check if the shutters can be raised, just in case. Impossible! It's not even moving a bit! Rough. Okay, what's this letter? Hear this from a denizen of the underworld. An otherworldly path leads back to the living. Right. If you stray into the underworld, go back the way you came. But we've been unable to go back the way we came this entire time. Not sure what this is supposed to mean. Fujiwara-san is no longer with us. Will any of us be able to make sense of it? Hear this from a denizen of the underworld. An otherworldly path leads back to the living. An otherworldly path. Interesting. A metal door. Maybe a storage room for the station itself? It has a huge padlock on it. Looks impossible to open. Great. Anybody got 100% lockpicking? The lock has a 4-digit dial on it. Also, this symbol. It's the same one for Suijin-sama, the water god, that we saw earlier in the park. I wonder if anyone might know the correct 4-digit number. First padlock. Okay, great. What's this? The part of the sign with the station name on it was taken down? I wonder what what station it was. Any hidden mechanisms in the panel? Nope, it's just a regular sign. Hydrate, sure, why not? Thank you. Great. Okay. Ah, the guide is still with us. Intriguing. Interesting that you haven't gone missing yet. Observe. A station bench. How old is it? The paint is all dry and cracked. Ugh. Maybe there's a secret entrance underneath. Nope, of course not. You're thinking outside the box, Azumi, but I don't think we're in a box here. I think we're in a jail cell. A vent up there. There's a ventilation duct near the ceiling. Could it lead to the surface? Way too high to reach. It doesn't look like the type that opens, and it doesn't look wide enough to crawl through. No way out from here. Nuts. Wishful thinking, Azumi. Stairs leading from the platform to the tracks, but it's totally dark down there. If the flashlights hadn't died, we could have gone a bit further. Okay. I'll talk with these individuals in a bit, but now we check out what clairvoyance can show us. Whoa! Okay, you're of interest. This trace is strange. It's very vague. Maybe the shadow of someone who used the station back then? For goodness sake. Black. Other bots deleted. The trace of someone putting up a piece of paper. Might be the organizer of this tour. Okay. That's helpful to know. The organizer is somewhat human. I hope. Whoa. What in the name of... Yikes! I see hands wrapped around the ventilation duct. Why are they up there? That's creepy. That's real creepy. Just got home from the walk with my friend. Welcome home, B. Hope you had a nice walk. Okay. Whole lot to talk about with our friendos here, then. Mr. Gas Mask? Wow, this station. Makes me wonder if this is actual reality. So to leave this... Oops, sorry. So to leave this unreal place, we'll need to solve that puzzle. I see. Where are we exactly? I wonder what this place is. Looks like an old station platform. But if you told me this is the Netherworld, I'd probably believe you. Is this the Netherworld? Okay, boss. What do you think about the puzzle? Mr. Gas Mask, have you figured out what the puzzle means? Hear this from a denizen of the underworld. An otherworldly path leads back to the living. So, some say the underworld is a never-changing sanctuary of sorts, and the living means the world we know. I know you do not have a Pringles can for this voice. No, I don't. I have one of my merchandise mugs that I keep on my desk. It comes in handy, but I have done this before with a steel can for what's the word I'm looking for? Knightly characters. But no, I have a mug. Same thing if you put Pringles in it, true. A never-changing sanctuary? I guess this place might fit that description. So it's talking about a way to return from reality to here. It's talking about the way to the land of the dead. Hey, Flash, welcome on in. We just started up. The land of the dead. How goes Urban Myth Dissolution? Not well. We've got 2 less people we've got 2 less people in our party, and we're in a room full of flammable gas, so don't let them match. I'm gonna add voice acting to the list of those uses for those mugs. That's not a bad idea. So yeah, we're trying to figure out a way out of here, and the only hint we have is that there is an otherworldly exit to this place. So the way to return to reality from here is the path of the dead. Meaning, maybe it was already shown on our way here. Something like that, I think. I'll give this puzzle a little more thought. Could you go and check around the station? Sure thing, boss man. This station's creepy. Gives me the chills. Let's solve this puzzle. Let's solve the puzzle and get out of here. Hell. Hell. How do things end up like this? Alright, you got a big head there. You got any thoughts on that big old head? What do you think about this situation? Thoughts? I have a big meeting to be at tomorrow, so we better make it out of here, or else. Yeah, you're real helpful, Matsuda-san. Alright, are you still freaking out? We won't make it out of here alive, will we? Don't say that! We might still find a way out. I really need to take a break. Okay. 3! We're missing 3! Great! I wonder where Jasmine, Fujiwara-san, and Kimono-san went. Why? Oh, why is this even happening? I need to quit this job. He is losing it. He is certainly losing it. About the dial on the door. Huh? This is that weird mark that was drawn on Matsuda-san's tour materials. It's the same one we saw at Shinobazu-pan, right? Are there any 4-digit numbers that might be related? Nothing in the reference materials I received. Oh, by the way, the 4-digit number back at the pawn was... You mean 0921? Right! The date of the Ueno Tenchu incident! Yes, September 21st. Also the day Kengo Nomura passed away. Oh, that's right! The day he left this world. Bingo! That's the path to the underworld. Here goes nothing. 09. Oh, thank goodness I get to use this. 2, 1. Bam. Huh. Oh, it opened? This number is the date of the Ueno Tenchu incident and Kengo Nomura's passing. Why would the padlock open with that number? Is someone trying to sell us something? Does it look like an entrance you use, Ricky? Yeah, not gonna lie. Paths to the underworld are really unassuming for security reasons. You might think, oh, it's my local taco shop. Yeah, I'm sure the back door is nothing special behind it, and then bam! Path to the underworld. Instead of the soup kitchen. No barbacoa for you there. Okay. Enter the station staff room. Let's check the station staff room. Please don't be a jump scare. Please don't be a jump scare. Okay, no, it's just creepy. Alright, first things first. Open up every drawer and cabinet. An old work desk. I wonder when it was last used. Anything in the drawers? Please? Nothing here. Nuts. My fallen instincts fail me this time. A row of old lockers. It's faint, but there's graffiti painted on here too. Yeah, another snake. Nothing in here. Alright. Let's get back to the platform. Another snake on a cabinet. What do they make of it, then? Okay, maybe I have to talk to the guide again. Oh, no, wait. I can use clairvoyance to check the room. That's right. Should definitely do that. If somebody was here, then there's going to be a trace of them that I can see. See? Just like that. We see the Reaper. What the hell? This is probably the least happy I am to see a skeleton. I've seen this shadow before. God of Death is shadow from before the River of Morning. Could there be something in the lockers? Let's check. Why not check them originally? Most of the lockers are just closed. But there's one locker with a dial lock. 4 digits again? Let's try 0921 again. Oh, nope, not that easy. What stands out is the snake drawing on the locker door. Speaking of snakes on this tour, reminds me of the Sweejan's shrine coins. A 4-digit number related to the Sweejan's shrine coins? I wonder what it could be. I think someone mentioned something. Who might remember? Oh god, I knew we were gonna have to do this. Okay, first let's check in with our friendos here, because if we need to input this manually again, I'm gonna need some hints. I think the numerology behind all of the months of each symbol might help. Okay, how about a number related to the Koban coins? Mr. Gasmask, about the Koban coin you have. Can you think of any 4-digit numbers related to the coin? Yeah, actually the date it was issued. If you can remind me, Mr. Gasmask.
Huh? 4 digits. No idea.
I see.
By the way, if you're looking into the coins again, is there another puzzle?
That's right. It's strange that we'd be asked for similar answers, isn't it? I wonder if the puzzle itself is hinting at something. To make us realize... Or am I overthinking this? Okay. Let me double check something really quick. Coin was issued in 2013 and has the kanji for younger water snake. "12 earthly branches are... issued in 2013, has younger water snake. Water snake. So... water snake... with snake would be... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... and 13? Or is it just 2013? Hello, K-Queen! Hello! Welcome on in, welcome on in. Just joining us now, we are in the middle of a abandoned underground, and we're not exactly sure how we got here, but we've been investigating a murder mystery tour, and people have been going missing, regrettably, as we've continued on through this. Currently, we started at simple Ueno Park, on an occult mystery tour. Found some numbers, went to a place where a murder supposedly happened, solved more problems, and then took an interdimensional elevator, quote-unquote, down to this metroplex. Down to a tunnel. And we lost somebody. In the darkness. Then we solved the next one, found out everybody has a coin that's attached to them, and as we proceeded through a darkened train tunnel, we found ourselves here, missing 3 people. So now there are only 4 of us left. And the further we progress, I have a bad feeling the less people we'll have behind us. Hey, Outlaw! Welcome on in! Welcome on in! Hope you're having a good evening. I was just recounting about how we are up Shit's Creek without a paddle because we have lost 4 friends. We have lost 4 friends in total on this trip through a murder mystery tour. Okay. Real quick. I'm just curious because I think it's 2013. A great day, actually! Thank you for the 100 biddies, my friend! Holy shit! Y'all being too generous today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I need to make alerts at some point. I'm so sorry. About the Koban coin you have. Any ideas on a 4-digit number that's related to the coin? You know this is just something my folks gave me, so... I can't think of anything. Sorry. It's okay. I'll ask the others too. Okay, Matsumura. Matsuda-san. Could I bother you for a bit? Okay, a number, man. A number. Matsuda-san. You had a Koban coin, right? Yeah, you know I do. Do you happen to know a 4-digit number related to the coin? Yeah, there was something. Yeah. A younger water snake anniversary one. Once every 60 years. Back in 2013 or so. 2013! Sounds like it might work. Thank you. Okay, I was right. The combination was 2013. Let's crack open the second padlock. I was thinking I was gonna have to do numerology based on the months and the years and what was young or old branch. Okay. We got another ping. Some other pings I need to check out. Oh, good. Pipa also pings. Is that right now? That is right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's streaming after a collab. That's right. Hang in there, B. Or rest. Rest is also good. But don't forget, you do have to eat dinner if you haven't already. All right, let's pop this one open. Open, please, open. 2013. Ate a few hours ago. Alright, but if it's more than 3, that might be dinner time. But yeah, take a load off if you can. B. I try to remember to eat myself, okay? So I know that after 3 or 4 hours, I should eat. Not a question of should I should eat. Don't accurately guess how many hours it was. Look, I'm a detective for a reason. I got a good head screwed on my shoulders. And I'm also guilty of doing a lot myself. So, you know, it's the pot calling the kettle black. Don't worry about it. Here we go. It opened! Yeep! What is this? The sinner with the marked arm shall never return to the living. May you repent here till you rot. With the marked arm. Who the hell? Ricky, don't you agree when you need energy when you deal with spam calls? Ah, hell, I don't deal with spam calls. I just ignore them shits. I've had my fair share of salesmen in my face. I don't need some sleazebag trying to scam me out of my credit card information. Of which there is none. Which is a problem, but you know. Adds in 5 minutes. Fun. What do you mean it ends here? We don't have any more hints. No puzzles to solve. A mark on the arm? Seriously? Mr. Gas Mask?
It's nothing. Things look kind of bleak, huh? How do we get out?
Maybe there never was a way out for us in the first place. Jeez. That's one hell of a right hook in the first seconds of the fight. Yeah. Excuse me. Is it me or does it smell weird?
Yeah, definitely smells. The gas keeps getting stronger.
Oh no.
If it keeps getting worse, we'll be in trouble, explosion or not.
Oh no. Hey. Huh? Is someone there? Who is it? Oh. Phew. Wow. Glad we finally made it. Jasmine? And Fujiwara-san. 2 out of the 4. This guy was acting shady back in the tunnel, so I kept an eye on him. And then he started sneaking back the way we came. So I chased him down and grabbed him. Nonsense! I must do what I need to do. None of you understand the utopia we were promised. Dr. Kisaragi was innocent. They are deep in anguish. Great reset! He's been like this for a while now. How's things on your end? Found a way out? About that. Out of options. Oh, jeez. What can we do? Are we stuck underground forever? Isn't there a way out somehow? Oh! The director's calling. But my phone? This is where I saw the strange hand-like shadows. I have a signal here? It seems you are safe and sound. I was worried there. Director-san! Your voice has a strong echo. What have you wandered into? No wonder all my calls went unanswered. We're still trapped here, in a place like a netherworld station. And the gas keeps coming. We're running out of time. Please keep calm. If we shed some light on this case, you should be able to make it. You will need to gain permission from the denizen of your underworld. Permission to head back to the living world. Okay. Okay. What exactly do you mean by that, boss? Huh? You're actually getting a signal? Really want it. Got him. That's right! Just around here, it seems. Hurry up and do something. That gas keeps coming. How about you call for help? Like, right now? Oh, I'm about to faint. Unhand me, you brutes! I'll make sure this guy behaves. Go for it, Zami. Then let us begin, Miss Azami, without attracting too much attention to my presence. Good idea. This really isn't the time for the usual dissolution, and a snooze button is pushed. In a rather unexpected and fun turn of events, your tour has found its way deep into the bowels of the Earth. I really wouldn't call it fun! We're on the brink of death here! I see. The Netherworld's miasma seems to be taking its toll. To return to reality, we must purge you of this deathly corruption. The eye reveals all. Eye Opener! Dissolution already? Wow. We're close to the end. Now, let the dissolution begin. Yes! The Ueno Occult and Dark Tour has led you to the Netherworld. The Shinobazu Pond, the site of an unsolved murder, and an abandoned facility and tunnel. You have ended up in what seems to be the Netherworld. What are your thoughts on your experience so far? I really miss the sky right now. Asking you this less for customer feedback, and rather to assess common traits among those who reach the netherworld. So, Miss Azami, how would you describe the participants on this tour? Well, everyone had a reason to be a part of the tour. Involved in spiritual activities? Lucky folks who won the draw. Everyone had a reason to be part of the tour. This is going to be a vague answer, but everyone had a reason to go on, or some connection with the tour. Great. They had various reasons. Strong interest in the occult, to write an article on the tour, acquaintance of the Shinobazupan ghost. You could also say that those who reach the netherworld have an uncanny reason to attract each other. That is the basis we should start from. Gonna try and speed through this as best we can, so no wrong answers. We're running out of time before the ad. The netherworld that supposedly exists on the flip side of this Ueno area. Don't you feel there is some kind of story behind this place? Something distinctly different from common tropes such as the presence of fae or anomalous abominations. As if the underworld were that much nearer. So, Miss Azami, let me ask you about the activities that were prepared for this tour. All of the activities had one element in common. Do you know what that was? Something to do with an unsolved case. Something to do with an unsolved case. This is just a guess, but I think they're looking for the Ueno Tenchu incident's murderer. Excellent. The puzzles presented as activities on this tour were all related to the Ueno Tenchu incident. What might this suggest? That this particular netherworld may be related to Kengo Nomura. 2 out of 4. Come on, Ricky. Can you do 4 in a row without getting one wrong? In your earlier answer to my question, we get all the Millennium Puzzle icons. Back to Yu-Gi-Oh! It goes. You mentioned the tour participants all had good reasons to be here. My next question is about those participants themselves. So, Miss Azami, there was one thing that all the participants had in common. What was it? Each had a Suijin Shrine Shoban. Wow. English, do you speak it? Each had a Suijin Shrine Koban on them. I don't know how or why. All of the participants had a Koban from the Suijin Shrine. Excellent. Almost all the tour participants owned a rare coin, of which only 10 are known to exist. It was as if the organizer, keeper of the netherworld, had gathered owners of that particular coin. All in all, the tour organizer seems to be looking for someone specific. Perhaps they were gathering participants and observing them from the netherworld. 3 out of 4. Come on, Ricky. Coin. On to the final step, Miss Azami. My next question is about the tour guide's handouts. Being one envelope short. Is that even a factor right now? Any thoughts on the tour's handout being one envelope short? Our guide mentioned he had passed out what he'd received from the organizer. So it's strange that there will be such an oversight. Which may mean that the handouts themselves were present as intended. But there was someone in the group who wasn't invited to the tour. Huh? Someone who wasn't invited? So, Miss Azami, someone on this tour is uninvited. Do you know who they are? Last news. There's only one person who is not linked to Kengo Nomura, and it's Gas Mask. Mr. Gas Mask! Showing up wearing a gas mask is the epitome of suspicious. He did have a Koban coin, which matches the murderer's profile. Oh, please think again. He had a Koban coin, so it's just us, Azumi and Jasmine. Could it possibly be us two? Brilliant. Bingo! I've always wanted to see that, by the way. Your invitation DMs were forged by yours truly. But what can't you do? Even an anonymous organizer needs a social network account for their online activities. We happen to have a handy tool that enables us to borrow such accounts. Do you mean you hacked their accounts? Miss Azumi. That is not important right now. He totally avoided the question. Anyway, so you use that handy tool to create a fake invitation message with an uninvited duo showing up. It's only natural that you'd be missing out one set of handouts. You two were the intruders on this tour. The key turns. So, we were never invited. We weren't supposed to be there. What does that mean? And now the final question to illuminate everything. Miss Azumi, you mentioned earlier that someone is looking for Nomura-san's murderer, seeking to avenge him. Well, that was just a hunch of sorts. That is the key factor in determining this tour's organizer. This tour invited individuals related to the Ueno Tenshu incident. Yet, unlike you and Jasmine, there was a certain tour invitee who did not share common characteristics with the other participants. Wait, you mean someone who had a characteristic that the tour organizer would have never chosen? Who was this person? Would have ruled him out in the first place. So Matsuda-san knew him. Fujiwara-san was connected to him in some way. Kimura-san saw the ghost. And Yamada Gas Mask is an outsider. Let's try him again. Mr. Gas Mask! Yamada Gas Mask! Hit a Koban coin, fit the murderer's profile, we went over this! Okay, so it's Kimura-san then. Could it be Kimura-san? Fabulous. You and Jasmine are outsiders to the tour. Of the official participants, she is the only woman. Oh no. You may recall greeting her when you first reached the tour's meeting point. I think I asked her that we were at the tour's meeting point. I think I asked her if... I think this is a misspelling. I think I asked her if we were at the tour's meeting point. Do you remember who answered and how? It was Kimura-san. She said no. She doesn't think so. But that was because the only person capable of identifying intruders to the tour is the tour organizer themselves. Indeed, it was her. It was Kimura-san, the organizer of the tour and resident of the Netherworld. Kimura-san, or rather, Miss Tomoko Nomura. The mystery is now solved. So she has been seeking out the murderer of her brother. Dissolution! Tomoko Nomura. I didn't expect anyone to figure it out. Yeah, I tried. I was too suspicious of Mr. Yamada Gas Mask. You? I wouldn't take another step if I were you. I've set this place up to fill with gas. Just one little spark and... No! You've made a real mess of my plans. As this tour's organizer, I find that unforgivable. But it's been taken care of now. Kimono-san, you're right! Who cares about that? We're all about to die here! And you're Nomura's sister? What's your problem with us? Why even run this stupid tour? To hunt down the real murderer of my brother Kengo, of course. The murderer didn't even touch my brother's wallet. But there was one thing they did take. The Suijin Shrine Koban I gave him. Tell me, who among you took it? Show of hands, please. Matsuda here took forever to accept my invitation messages. I told the police countless times that Matsuda had a motive to murder my brother, and should be a strong suspect. That's because I have an alibi. No way I could have killed Nomura. But you did have a motive. My brother often told me about how the hazing from a jealous colleague. My brother was rushed to the hospital. Just before dying, he told me the murderer has a mark on his right forearm. Mr. Matsuda, could you roll up your sleeve and show us? Why the hell would I do that? Never mind then. Everyone, this is the end. Thank you for coming. Wait! Here. You happy? No marks. Nomura-san. It looks like Matsuda-san isn't the culprit. What? No way! That can't be! I didn't take his coin. I went to buy it myself. And I have an alibi for when Nomura was attacked. I do have tattoos on my upper arm. Looks too scary for a museum employee, so I try not to show it. Then it must be you. Gas mask. Yamada! Nomura-san, please stop. Shut up! Do you have any idea what I've been through? These past 7 years? The world goes crazy over the Tenchu incident, but no! Roll it up right now! As you wish. No mark! How come? Nomura-san, please! Stream's down? We're up, okay. Thank you for letting me know, though. I do see... No drops. No drops. So far. Thank you, Flash. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Let it go. You had the wrong idea. So let's all just head back up. Come with me. Who? Me? Sammy? No one else move. If you try anything... We won't do anything! Please don't turn that on! Damn! Okay. We're going to wait this out. And let the ads run. On both YouTube and Twitch, that helps. Noted. Okay. It could have been my internet, and it also could have been YouTube, because YouTube has been being a little screwy recently. Not sure. But we are going to take a small break, and we'll be right back once the ads are finished. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a small break, folks. On YouTube and Twitch. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, we're back, we're back. Ads are ending right now. We can finally resume the drama. So sorry about that, folks. Took me a bit longer to get settled than I expected. Welcome back, Twitch. Welcome back, YouTube. And welcome back, anybody who's looking around, anybody just joining us. Let's get back into the action. No one will bother us now. I know you understand me. Sorry for shouting at you back there. Now I don't have to. Nomura-san, are you really set on getting revenge? I can't forget. He was my brother. Kengo was my brother. Yes, I'll be doing more of these events. Azumi-chan, it's you, isn't it? I would really like your help because you understand me. I wanted to talk to you about that. Why me? Let's head back up. Just the two of us. Oh, yes. Take this. The key to those shutters there. You can keep it, see? You can trust me. She's more... yeah. She's crazy. Crazy, absolutely crazy. But why? Because it's you, Azumi-chan. We'll have everyone else die and move on together. Azumi-chan? Nomura-san. I thought you were smarter than this, but clearly I was wrong. Why? How could you say such a thing? So, this man with the mark on his arm, who stole the coin from your brother. What if he had sold the coin right away? What if there were multiple murderers involved? Despite the years you spent, the results are underwhelming. Director, you don't have to put it like that. Tomoko-san, please, listen to me. Avenging your brother won't make him happy. Azumi-chan, why are you saying this? This was the only way for me. I was sure I could make it work. The next tour will be the one! Next time, one day, roaming the netherworld fueled by these words. Roaming the netherworld fueled by these words. How quaint. You are unfit to see this vengeance through. Don't say that! Then what am I supposed to do from here on? For my brother? Please tell me. How could I make this work? I'll do better next time! Please stop, Nomura-san. You're only making your brother sad. Why? Why, Azumi? I must find out who killed my brother. For Kengo! Ah! Ah! Oh, you need therapy, lady. And here I am, back on terra firma! Talk about a refreshing breath of air! Like hell it is. You might have caught me, but we are many. The prophecy will be fulfilled! I'll make sure to hand these two over to the cops. Sammy? Well, that's another article for you, Mr. Gas Mask. What did Prophecy Man do? He tried to sneak away, and he's also a crazy individual who believes in that doomsday clock that's going online right now.
The mysterious organizer of the occult and dark tour. We were ultimately unable to determine who it was. The organizer seems to have gone missing in an abandoned underground station in Ueno. Did they step too close to the netherworld? Were they from there in the first place? And that is it for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel today. Stay tuned. Man, this case was way too exhausting.
When she took you away, I thought it was over. It was so sudden. I was lost as well. But great job on talking her out of it. Might be a secret skill of yours. I was just lucky. By the way, what did the police say? Nomino-san turned out to be an employee of the company in charge of that underground facility. She'll be facing repercussions for using the facility in the tunnel on her own. So that's why she had access to the station and underground area. Also, the gas that was building up underground, she had set up something in the ventilation ducts. I mean, did she really solo all of it? Seems impossible for just one person. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. Noted. How was your Netherworld trip? Director? So, was Dr. Kisaragi the murderer or not? You must be pondering Nomura-san's words. The information that traverses the internet can give rise to both evil and good, even in the form of a culprit. That's what the Times called for 7 years ago. Called for evil. So the Illuminati cards aren't prophecies, but announcements of intent. We can conclude that these are acts of sabotage by antisocial elements. What about Samizima? What about the Samizima admin? No trace so far. Not so easily baited. I'll continue gathering intel at the center. So, you're a turncoat, huh? I'll leave that to you. The CUTU. Commissioner? Commissioner. Dear Samizima members, the Great Reset is nigh. The evil that dominates the present-day world will no doubt try to foil our plans. We must not falter. The general public is oblivious to the deceit. The world is ready for the Great Reset. And you will be the ones to make it happen. No! Yeah, Toriyama's gone! Damn it! The elevator took him! Well, shit. I didn't expect this episode to be so short, but it's best we not move on and start the next episode, I think. It's only been an hour and a half, but my voice is kind of killing me. Would y'all mind if I cut it short a bit and just chatted for a little bit longer? I know it has not been a long episode content-wise, but yeah. We'll just chat for a bit. But that was another great episode of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. We've got a new story waiting for us next time. But for now, we're just gonna go and chill for a bit in the lobby. Alright, so let me just close this real quick. Alright, what's in the DMs? Ooh. What a fanciful lad that is. Bowler could be bigger, but I leave that up to the artist's discretion. Shirt looks nice. Rolled up sleeves are a good touch. I have Urban Myths. Hi, Big Chumbussy. Regrettably, the game portion of this stream is over, and now we're just chatting. So I should probably change that real quick in case anybody pops in late. Just going until the end of the hour. There we go. Man, just got my kidney stolen. Don't worry about it. Anyway. So yeah. That was Urban Myth Dissolution Center. That ended far quicker than I thought. When are we looking deets to folks? Because I'm really liking these. I'm not so sure yet. I think when we have, like... I think we can keep these sketches for, like, when we reveal the mascot. The mascot necessarily doesn't have to come around during debut. I feel like. Or should it? No, it should, because I'm loaning my skull to y'all, so I can't be using it at the same time. So I think... if you want to show it to any of our friends, I think you're okay to do that. Like, I've shown Senecal the new look, Phantom maybe, if she's interested. Franky is in the know about a couple of things, but if you want to tease it to some friends of ours, you're more than welcome to. But, that looks pretty good so far. I like the simplicity of it. I think it does need... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Yeah, no. We need to keep this under wraps until debut, unfortunately. Yeah. No notch to blow on the jacket, though. That's the only thing. Oh, wait, right. I did actually say... did not mention a jacket. Do I like it with a jacket, though? Anyway, I'll talk about that later, because we're on the air right now. I should not be talking about stuff we're keeping under wraps. Anyway, that was exciting. That was fun. This series is getting more and more interesting the further and further we go in. How many achievements are there? Because I feel like they're just story achievements. I'm curious. Oh, that's right. That's the other game we're playing still. Malviolence. We need to complete that as well. Because I'm into that one heavy. I'm loving that one. Okay. 3 hidden achievements remaining. So we have 3 more episodes of that? We have 3 more parts to get through? Wow. This game is long. This game is longer than I give it credit for. For an indie game, that's a lot of story to get through. Damn. But yeah. Like I mentioned at the beginning, next week is going to be Oops All Dark Souls in an effort to finish that series once and for all. I'm going to try and do as many streams as I can next week. However, it will be limited based on how many practice days we're going to need for Vylympia. And that's dependent on a lot of other factors as well. So, all in all, I do got a lot of stuff on my end I need to get to. Team Funny Bones, baby! Exactly, y'all. Exactly. We gotta have our practices ready, like scheduled, by next week. For next week, in preparation. So, yeah. I don't know how we're gonna do it internally. I have Viltrum Empire. We're not that powerful. We're up-and-comers from last year. We're the underdogs. We're invincible in this situation. Ready to see Ricky suffer after Dark Souls. Yeah, you basically told me that you might be dropping me in the deep end, and I don't know how to feel about that. But, I mean, like, I endured Minish Cap, and that's one of the harder Zelda games. Like, it's a Capcom Zelda game, and that tells you a lot about its unfairness. So, like, I think I can survive my first 3D Zelda game. I think I'll be fine. Whether or not y'all will be watching me make 70 mistakes over the course of 70 parts, That remains to be seen. But we'll see. We'll see. Definitely, Skyward Sword is going to leak into the new, oh my god, the gyro controls. I don't want to bash my mic, man. I'm gonna just try to live with the input commands. And if I have to use the motion controls, I will, but only if it's necessary, which you keep telling me it's like, you can't do it, you can't go without the motion controls for the boss fight. I call horse hockey, and I think there's always a will and a way and a solution that not many people think about. I think there's a way to defeat the boss man without needing motion controls. And if I'm wrong, we will prove it wrong. We will prove me wrong. Not give up. No. We are going to try with inputs first, and then if we must, we must. Anyway, like I said, I got like, look, you see how little room there is for me to work with? My desk is right there, my arms are right there. I'd have to basically play like a T-Rex. I'd have to play like a T-Rex, man. Just go like roar and kill gear him somehow. Like that's gonna be hard to do, man. Oh man. What's the fun bit? Move your wrists, not your arms. Great, carpal tunnel, the game. Play like a Spider-Rex. Okay, we'll see what it's like, but first we have to end Dark Souls 2 Scarlet of the First Sin. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that next week. Hopefully I will, because it's going to be like 2 to 3 streams of Dark Souls 2 Scarlet of the First Sin, which I'm happy about. It's my comfort food game, and man, am I going to need some comfort food after all the work I've been putting into all my stuff behind the scenes. I'm going to need my comfort food game real good. Which, speaking of, as much as I want to go until the hour, I do have some prep work I need to do for V-Olympia that I need to complete. I want to complete, I should say, before we go into practices this coming month. So, I think I should find somebody to raid, because it's not terribly late. Let me see who's online right now. Is Doug still going? I know Doug was going with some speed running with the crew. Oh my god, he's still going. Okay, we could slap back. Do that. We could go to Doug, who's speed running with the crew. We could clap back at Senecal for raiding us last time. There's Aviac Factor. There's Billy doing some repo. Pipa's playing Tomodachi Life. Okay. I say we flip a coin. Heads, we clap back at Senecal, who's staying up late. Could use some company. Playing Tomodachi Life. Tails, we send y'all over to Billy, who's doing some repo with friends. And the call is heads. We're heading over to Senecal, folks. So, of course, give my regards to the monkey man. Say hello, keep him company. And I will catch you on the flip side. And as always, the raid message is Bone Rush. Just like that. I should throw emotes in there, but I'm a little too tired at the moment. So, thank you very much on the YouTube side for watching, for lurking, for all the likes and subscribers. Thank you very much on the Twitch side for being around, chatting with me, lurking around. And as always, folks, memento vivere, memento mori. And enjoy watching the streamer stall because he forgot to start the raid and show everybody that he is still a noob when it comes to Twitch streaming. Anyway, see y'all!